Hello and happy gaming, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I'm not sure if it's going to be the last recording that I do before the move, but it's going to be amongst them. Now, I want to stress, this is not the last recording in general, this is just the last one before the move. So, I definitely want to thank those of you who have been following me, those of you who have been watching my content. Just stay patient with me while we take care of the move, while we get internet set up at the new place. And then everything will continue from there. It'll be like nothing ever happened, kind of. Except for there will be new backgrounds and very different kind of background noises. The birds might even be a little bit more calm, although I doubt it because their environment is going to be changing. They're going to be spending a lot of time getting used to, new walls to look at, so... But again, I appreciate all of you for the support that I've been getting, and I'm looking forward to it continuing. So, before we go any further, let's go over today's run. Today I wanted to do a critical damage run, and this one is going to be a little bit different from my other critical hit runs because of the starting relic. Okay, so this isn't exactly the most... awe-inspiring of changes to a critical hit run, but we're using Awe. We're going to be using Assassin's Blade instead of Analytical Monocle or Dark Katana. So this way, when we score those all-encompassing critical hits, they'll be doing 50% more damage. That's on top of the 20% more damage that this does, so every critical hit is getting a 70% damage boost. That's gonna be big. And then we're using the usual critical hit cannon fodder. We're doing Bolt Rail, Bouncing Bubble, Tracer Barrage, and then the best dash that's ever been devised by mankind. So let's go ahead and get started with this run. This one should be fairly cut and dry, but if my run yesterday is any sort of barometer to go... Fuck you, Atlas. Fuck you. Nobody likes you. You don't have any friends. Fuck you. Makes my choice to use Bolt Rail seem stupid considering that it's... Ow. Considering that it's not only Atlas, but also the Wonder Twins showing up later on in the run. It's like, wow, you really wanted to make me feel bad for... Wow, I suck. You really wanted to make me feel bad for using Bolt Rail, huh? Like, oh, you're gonna use that again? Oh, well, guess what? Everybody resists your crap. How you feel about that? Fuck you. Right, that kind of seems to be just the general consensus of the run right now, is just, oh, you're gonna do that? Fuck you. You had burritos? Fuck you. Oh, you're gonna try to prove your points with science and logic? Fuck you. Yeah, head's falling off. Fuck you. So, here's an interesting bit of gaming news. After Bloodstained Ritual of the Night came out, I was almost entirely expecting it to be like a flash in the pan, because they had promised so many interesting things, and then it just kind of like, all of it just kind of fell off the rails for a little while. And I didn't know what was to become of that, but just today we got an announcement that Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is not only getting the Zangetsu mode as of, well, for PC, PS4, and Xbone, it's coming out on May 7th, so seriously, like a day and a half to 2 days from today. That's fucking crazy. And it's one of the things is a randomizer mode. It's like, God, Koji Igarashi's got his finger on the pulse. Randomizers have been a big thing in the communities, in the gaming community now for a while. And I'm not just talking about the popularity of Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past randomizer, but I mean, there are randomizers for Wind Waker, there are randomizers for Ocarina of Time, and, for non-Zelda games, I know that there's randomizers for Aria of Sorrow, I know there are randomizers for Super Mario Bros. 3, there's randomizers for Super Mario World. Yes, I will take Dice of the Nemesis. You see how crazy that run the last time I took Dice of the Nemesis was? And we've got improved critical hit chance? Oh, no, we're taking that. This is my chance to go, fuck you, right back to the game. But I thought that was really, really cool. I'm very interested in how the randomizer is going to function. I do want to give Dr. Song a cheap standard Arcana just for the chance for critical placebos just in and of itself is just too great to ignore. Yeah, it's probably a bad idea anyway. Knowing me, even if I did get through the wall, it would be right into the pit. And I don't want to give the game any more chances to be a fuck you. Now remember, kids, what's the word of the day? Fuck you. Oh, sweet. Magnetic breakers. I'll give her that. But first, I need more money, so let's fight the midpoint boss. Actually, sub-boss is probably the more appropriate term. There we go. Well done! Now let's go claim my prize from Dr. Song. Dark Sage, that sounded a little creepy. I'm aware, and I apologize. Thank you. Elixir of... You know what? I don't have a problem with Elixir of Might either. I was hoping for critical placebos. I'm not upset with Elixir of Might. I mean, to be fair, I kind of like just about all of Dr. Song's relics, aside from Catalytic Vial, which is... I'm sorry, you want to say that again? Most of us don't speak... Most of us don't speak Whispered Mumble. I said... Yeah, I don't know. Unless I see Stanza of Frost, probably not taking the Stanza of Fire. And even then, I don't have any ice-based spells, so that would be almost strictly just to boost Tracer Barrage. I mean, okay, I guess I'll cast it diagonally. That wasn't originally the plan. My good sir, I see you're selling that Lotus Frost Stone. I would appreciate the opportunity to buy that at a discounted price if you could, please. Smug laugh. Now I'll just be back with more money. Like, the only way I'm not buying that is if Iris is selling something that's, you know, completely necessary for my build, like, I don't know, another good multi-hit spell. I'm bad at coming up with examples at the moment. Oh! Thank you. Thank you for the jeweled tiara. I will treasure it always and use it to spank my enemies with the utmost of force. Haha! That's why I love Dice of the Nemesis, because every now and again it'll just be like, POW! What now, bitch? Oh, Blurring Falconry. And definitely the upgrade to Bolt Rail, which can now lay the shock status effect. And you know, I think I would prioritize Blurring Falconry over the Lotus Froststone, but it's going to depend entirely on what, you know, the game allows us to afford. I'm not going to be able to pick one, so if I had to prioritize one over the other, definitely prioritize Blurring Falconry over the Lotus Froststone. Uh-oh. Get that sword out of here. What do you think you are, knight? Actually, yes, can't you tell by the armor? I have been fully inducted into this nation's military system, and I've even been given the promotion by the Queen of the Land herself. Oh, what do you think, you deserve a fucking medal? Well, yes, actually, thanks to my years of servitude and military genius and prowess. Oh, well, does that make you special? Well, inherently, yes, because I have more training than most, and it gives me an edge in Oh, would you shut up already? It's just a hypothetical point. You don't need to be such a smug asshole about it. Your questions, not mine. And I think this little quip has gone on long enough, so clip that one on the head and get back to what I was talking about earlier. So, I had thought for a while that, with how popular Bloodstained Ritual of the Night was, that the whole promise of, oh, we're gonna bring you these modes and you're gonna get to play as Zangetsu and isn't that awesome? My first thought was, yes, that is awesome, but are you going to follow up? And for a while, it looked like the answer was going to be no, they aren't going to follow up. But I also know that for a while, that because of what was prioritized in development, that they were working on fixing the Switch port, which, you know, obviously they had designed it with PC, PS4, and Xbone in mind. Good fight. I don't know, Darkseid, it looked kind of one-sided. Yep, it was a good fight. So what ended up happening is that at release, the PC, the Xbox, and the PS4 versions all ran fine. The Switch version, on the other hand, had some kind of nasty frame rate dips. The game would crash every now and again. Like, there were issues that needed to be ironed out. And it marred what was otherwise a great gaming experience. Well, it marred it on the Switch. I mean, I downloaded it on Steam, so I didn't have any of those problems, but my buddy, on the other hand, got the Switch version, and even he was like, yeah, the frame rate stutters are a little much, so I think a lot of their development, the time that they spent in development was spent on ironing out those problems. And now that those problems have been properly ironed out, now they're moving forward with their other plans. So follow me on this one, because this is a bit of a personal dilemma for me. The updates that are going to bring in not only Zangetsu mode, which I was looking forward to, because who doesn't love the idea of playing as a samurai demon hunter? But that doesn't... I love you, Dice of the Nemesis. I love you. But that update comes out on the 7th of May. But we're moving tomorrow, which is the 5th, and we're not going to have internet access until the 9th. So as you can see, I'm a little torn on that. It's like, why couldn't you just release it on the 9th so I could play it on day 1? Not complain. Sounds to me like you really shouldn't be complaining. Anyway, you're kind of getting exactly what you wanted. And yes, I am. It's in the long run, it's a very minor nitpick. Saturday morning, once our internet is installed and ready to go, then I can get the update and start having fun. That was another Dice of the Nemesis pick. God, I love that artifact. But then I can download the update, play as Zangetsu, and start learning speedrunning to do the randomizer more effectively. Upgrade to Blurring Falconry is exactly what I need. For once, Iris is actually selling me things that I want to buy. Oh, who do you think you are? I think I'm a non-elemental chaos summoner. Who do you think you are? The bearded lady. Oh, well. By all means, sir, please continue. Okay, so this is all going to depend on how much money we have at the end of the floor, because I would love either Paralytic Venom Stone or Rocks of Pendant. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to afford both. There's actually a very good possibility I won't be able to afford both. And first priority is definitely the Blurring Falconry. It might not be effective against Shu, but it'll be effective everywhere else. It's already been being put to good use. Oh, you lance-wielding jerk. Fine, you're getting title blasted just for that. You're gonna shout my name across the titles? No, it's not what I meant. Sorry, son, but I don't fall for that backstab crap that easily. Gotta wake up pretty early to pull the wool over my eyes. Hey, Darkseid, did you know that there's a monster being added to the game that's made out of peanut butter? What? Where? Made out of peanut butter. I don't know where I came up with that. The things that reside at just as off the top of my head are just weird sometimes. No, we haven't noticed. Oh, hi, Taffy. I don't know if you have the droids I'm looking for, but let's find out. I actually do like that spell. I will take it. And right now, it's actually a bit more useful than Blurring Falconry because the elemental enemies are going to be weak to fire. However, I'm still upgrading Blurring Falconry. And actually, I think I'll save my money and come back for the Paralytic Venom Stone after the checkpoint boss. Silly Fleet Lancer, tricks are for kids. What are you? Super Sunscreen. Prevents yay! Because, you know, all those burns I've been taking, right? Alright, I don't think there's anything else on this floor that's worthwhile. Let's move on! So, super excited for the Bloodstained update. Can't wait to play as Zangetsu, but what I'm really looking forward to is the randomizer. Like, this isn't even anything that we have to wait for a community update for. This is just the team. This is just Koji and his team just going, hey, we heard you like randomizers. How'd you like us to put that into Bloodstained? It's like, well, people have already done, you know, Aria of Sorrow and Symphony of the Night randomizers, so, that would be pretty sick. And they were like, heard you loud and clear. Which, again, I applaud that. There's like, within the entertainment field, there's this strange disdain for the customer. It's like, they always want to push a political agenda, and then if you don't like it, oh, we never liked you anyways. Again, there's the word of the day. Oh, smart. But they seem to show nothing but disdain for their audience, and this is true both in a lot of developer circles and in games journalism, if you can call it that. Hi, Cremire, this is the first time I've seen you show up in a while. You can have that, thank you. So, say this, the game Dark, spelled D-A-R-Q, which... Okay, I thought I was casting bubbles, but apparently I'm just retarded. But that guy not only got huge support for deciding to keep to his promise and sticking to a Steam release and not going Epic Store exclusive, but he also released free DLC for the support that he got, for all the kind words and support. Like, that's how you treat your audience. You are nothing without your audience. And I know a lot of people seem to forget that. They take the audience for granted and go, oh, who cares? We can do our job without you. I mean, you're producing in both entertainment and informational material in the case of journalists. You're doing that for other people. You're not doing it for your own self-satisfaction. You're certainly not doing it because, you know, you're fucking politics. Mostly because all of us are sick of this fucking politics being shoved down our throats. No, this is done for other people, and you're treating the people that you're making your work for as if they don't matter. So, developers like Koji and his team at 505 Games, the developer and his team behind the game Dark. Like, these are projects that I think are well worth showing some time and some love. And yes, I did download Dark because I figure, first of all, the DLC is free, so why not? But secondly, I figure if I'm going to be going a few days without internet, I'm going to want some games to play. And for God knows whatever reason, I've decided that I want to play some horror games. So I'm probably going to play Misao. I'm gonna. Oh, hey. Perfect teleport. 10 out of 10. Would do again. I downloaded Corpse Party. I'm probably going to do Corpse Party 2 before we begin our moving process tomorrow. Actually, I'll probably do it tonight before I go to bed, honestly. Like, for some reason, I want to play some horror, and not just any horror. I want to play... I'm going to take this to the next floor. I want to play some oddly creepy Japanese horror. And I don't know why, but I really like those RPG Maker horror games. And no, that's not what Dark is. But games like Misao, I recently played The Witch's House, Corpse Party, and Corpse Party 2. I mean, you can't tell me that these aren't, like, the definitive RPG Maker horror genre games. These are those are kind of the games that put that genre on the map. Well, that and Owl, but again, my knowledge of RPG Maker horror games is a bit limited, so I'm always happy to expand that knowledge any way I can. And right now, I'm expanding that knowledge by playing the games. By the way, anyone who's played Witch's House, did that ending make anyone else feel empty and super uncomfortable? Like, was the real horror there? I mean, don't get me wrong, it was horrifying. Like, I really felt like genuinely like, wow, I feel so bad for this character and her circumstances. Oh, thank you. Ow. Beautiful fight. You got what? Two cycles and then a small part of one, and then it was just lights out. Loving it. Ba -ba 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 -ba. No, I'm not a McDonald's shill, by the way. But, you know, Shamrock Shake. It's May, stupid! Oh, yeah. Now, lightning enemies resist water, so this is a good time to put Blurring Falconry back on. Ha! You ridiculous fools! Did you really think you could outwit me, the great loudmouth? The everlasting know-it-all, Yogurt? Yogurt the wise! Yogurt the magnificent! Yogurt the all-powerful! Please, don't make a fuss, I'm just plain old Yogurt. I hate electric summoners. Okay. So I went from full health to basically nothing because of electric summoners. Yeah, this room is real fair. 10 out of 10. Would not recommend. Look at that. I almost died because of one room. One fucking... Yeah, once again. Hey, Wizard of Legend, are you listening? Are you listening? Got a message for you. Fuck you. I fucking hate that room so much. It's hard for me to be any more passionate about how much I hate that room. It's almost as if the game said, what, another successful run? We can't have that. And you know, I'm glad I bought, what are you called? The insulated vest? Because without that 25% damage reduction, I'd be dead right now. You'd be looking at the game over screen and I'd be going, fuck you, way more than is reasonable for one human being to do over a video game. It would be, fuck you, it would be desk punch, it would be, you know, the fisting of the North Star for my computer desk, I swear. So that was just a matter of not only the right relics showing up at the right time, but also playing it smart and realizing this is the level 3 electric area and the game is giving me an out. I'd better take it. Never underestimate the power of the Schwartz and a good defensive relic. Dice of the Nemesis coming in the clutch. Also, after I get things set up in the new apartment, I am also planning on getting a second monitor, so Twitch streaming will become a thing. So I will share with you guys the details of that, but I mean, it's going to be pretty obvious. I mean, how much you want to bet it's twitch.tv/DarkSageWalker. Pretty fucking obvious? Pretty fucking obvious. I believe I've done 1 hour-long stream of me practicing Streets of Rage 4 as Skate from Streets of Rage 2, and then I decided to call it a break because I needed dinner. Because I mean, you can't continue to be a fat guy if you're, you know, being hungry. On the other hand, if you're a fat guy and you're hungry, that might be the first sign that you've made an actual healthy decision. Just a joke, by the way, no one crucify me, remember, I'm a big dude myself. Not horribly huge, but I mean, big enough that type 2 diabetes is a thing, I'll take that. I'm very open and honest about the idea that I've made some rather poor lifestyle decisions that led to that. I still make some poor lifestyle decisions. If that were upgraded, I might buy that. Oh god, level 3 Strafe Archer. Okay, I need to get rid of the cronies. Which, of course, is easier said than done right now. Whew! Okay. That was some good fighting. Oh! Okay, I'm getting all these damage up relics, and most of my spells don't use them very well, so... You know, awkward! But, I mean, again, I'm not turning them down. I love that, I love that, I love that, I love that. Like, everything is working well enough together. I'm just a little upset at that one room for nearly killing me. And that 376 damage, that was, I want to remind you, that was essentially one room. We aced every other room with flying colors, but that one room with the boxes and the electric summoners and the limited space to move and the fuck you. If I were doing a long-range build, sure, because then I wouldn't care about the knockback, but I do care about the knockback. And right now, my gut is telling me, no, we don't need all that knockback. That's just some drama we can't afford. Oh! Oh! I'm sorry, what was that? Dice of the Nemesis coming through again. Surge Anchor. Okay, one of these days when I'm feeling particularly confident, I'll do an episode based around Surge Anchor, and you guys can see why I dislike it. Yes, I will buy your services. So now we have an even greater critical hit chance, even more critical hit damage, and, you know, I also sparkle. Insert Twilight joke here. Man, Darkseid, that was so 4 years ago. Who even still jokes about Twilight? I do. Don't talk shit about the things I like to make fun of. Alright, things are looking a lot better now. As long as we don't run into another copy of that room, which, yes, I admit that could be a thing, and I hate it. The knight was just standing there minding his own business, and all of a sudden he gets hit in the side of the face with a bunch of bubbles. He's like, the fuck was that? Fucking kids. I gotta move out of this neighborhood. People throwing rubber bubbles at everyone. God, what the hell is this? Raging Inferno. Did he just break into Smooth Criminal? Bitch, yeah, I did. Take Bladed Buckler. Because I can actually destroy enemy projectiles with the bubbles and the tracers. Matter of fact, I have a lot of things that can destroy enemy projectiles on me right now, so I think it's a wise investment. And as much as I like Hunter's Stiletto, I'm iffy on that. Where did you come from? I mean, I'll buy it. I'm not. You don't even have to buy it. It's just there, but I really don't really need it. It's, you know, just a thing, just to say I have it, but I don't need that. I really don't need the map. Everyone needs a map. I mean, that's really kind of you, but honestly, no, I didn't really need the map. So go ahead and post in the comments below. Are y'all excited for Bloodstained Ritual of the Night randomizers? I guarantee that's going to be a thing, and it's, as I said, it definitely makes me want to learn how to speedrun the game to make the most out of the randomizers. I mean, I'm learning glitches for Link to the Past just to improve how I do in the randomizer. Because okay, you guys suck, and I would like it if you were to fall to pieces now. Thank you. But I figure if something is worth doing, it's worth doing right. Besides, who knows? If I get good enough, maybe I can start doing randomizer races. But I mean, there are some things I need to learn first, like the spin speed glitch. I need to learn how to do that reliably. But oh my god, I hate these guys so much. There you go. Yeah, it's what you get when you cross an angry wizard with a rogue that just doesn't know when to put it down. You get what you fucking deserve. Fuck you. Today's episode brought to you by the word fuck. Is it really shocking that I made it this far? I mean, I'm pretty good at what I do. Oh, that was not smart. Dice of the Nemesis! Making short work of your problems, one gigantic critical hit at a time. I think for that matter, I would rather take Blurring Falconry into the Sura fight rather than Tidal Blast, but don't get me wrong, Tidal Blast is a good spell. I just think this is... I just think that that having more opportunities for critical hit is probably for the best. Now! Curses foiled again. Sweet. That went exactly how I wanted it to go. I think Dice of the Nemesis triggered again. Give me that full health. Whee! Whee! Oh, thank you. Oh, Dice of the Nemesis! Doing that work! Yo, my name is Nemesis and my dice are putting in the work. Okay, this wasn't necessarily supposed to be a Dice of the Nemesis run. This was supposed to be an Assassin's Blade run, but my goodness, Dice of the Nemesis, you just make all critical hit runs better. Or I think maybe it's possible that Dice of the Nemesis just makes any run better. So, there you go. That's my Wizard of Legend video for the day, and the last one until internet gets set up at the new place, so... I don't think it's going to be a bad thing, though. It's going to be some time to unpack, get everything set up. It's going to work out well, I swear. It's going to be a chance for me to get a good new start on streaming. It's going to be a chance for me to do some decent upgrades from a pewter. It's going to be a good thing all around, so I hope you guys are looking forward to when I can return to making content for you. I hope you guys are just looking forward to the next things that are coming along down the pipeline in general, because I'm enjoying making the content, and so long as you're enjoying watching my content, I'll be here making it. And if you've been following what I've been doing, shit, I'll probably be here making it even if you aren't enjoying it, because even if you aren't, someone else might. I'm rambling at this point, I apologize, so... Thank you very much for watching. Hit subscribe, drop a like, leave a comment, do all that fun stuff. And you will see me again, probably Saturday or Sunday. So, again, thank you very much for all the support. Please be patient, because I'm not going anywhere. I'm just moving house. So, my name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you